Hi, my name is Cristina Alaniz, and the title of my segment is From Dream to Reality: Key Do's and Don'ts for Launching Your Startup. In 2018, I was involved in a multi-level marketing business. I was selling $5 jewelry, and it was so much fun. I learned a lot about going above and beyond for my customers. Um, I loved everything about it, from the packaging to the shipping to even labeling my poly bubble mailers, driving down to the post office to ship everything off. And I met a lot of great people. I was on a great team. After a few months of being in this MLM, I remember thinking to myself, Lord, if I can do this for somebody else, I can do this for myself. And so I asked God, I said, Lord, can you please give me a business name? And sure enough, one day I sat down, put pen to paper, and in under 30 minutes, I had a business name. My business name is Hangers and Threads. I made sure that my business name was not taken and that I was able to secure the domain. So I was able to buy the .com. In 2019, I started doing pop-ups. I started doing pop-ups at my local farmers markets, art and wine festivals, and wineries. For those who don't know what a pop-up is, it's when you pack everything up, you set up for the day, you work a certain number of hours, and then you break down, you pack up, and you go home. It's been an amazing experience. I made a lot of connections, met a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs. I made a lot of good friends through it, and learned a lot just about running a business. It taught me a lot. I would make sure that I always was prepared. I had my cash box with my change ready, my bills and my change ready for cash paying customers. My point of sale was working. My table linens were clean. My tables were clean. My inventory wasn't dusty from sitting in boxes or bins. I had bags, enough bags. I had different size bags for my jewelry, for my hats, for my larger items. I sell women's accessories. So in the middle of 2019, I found out about my local Small Business Development Association, the SBDC, and I found out that I could get a free business coach. So I applied and I qualified, and they assigned me a coach. Having a coach is necessary. Not only do they help keep you accountable, keep you motivated, help you identify your target market, but they help structure your business plan. It's like they building the house. You got to have all the support beams, and they are your support beam. So they also help you to boost your confidence, help you with productivity. They help you find smarter ways of doing business so you don't waste a whole lot of time trying to figure things out on your own. And you definitely don't want to go about this on your own. It'll take a lot more time. So I highly recommend that you get a business coach, whether you get a free business coach or you pay for a coach. Either way, they're going to be a great asset to you and to your company. If you can, though, I do recommend that you check with your local county and see what resources are available for small businesses, for startup businesses. Sometimes there's resources specific to women-owned businesses, ethnic-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses. And even when it comes to funding, there's even funding available specific to women businesses, minority businesses, small businesses. Just got to do your research and find out what's out there. The next thing I want to talk to you about is networking. You definitely need a system. You need a network of people to come alongside you and help support you in this endeavor. You don't want to be on an island all by yourself. You need the support. You need the camaraderie. You need to bounce ideas off each other. You need to meet other business owners. You never know what connections you're going to make. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know. Sometimes investors are in these groups. And they're looking to invest in small businesses like yours. It's just a matter of you finding out what's available in your city and in your community and in your county. And it's just checking your county's directory. Sometimes you got to call, I think you can call your local county office and find out what resources are available. Or start with a networking group. Find one in your community, and they should have some names of some resources that could help you get started. As far as networking, you definitely want to surround yourself with like-minded individuals. You need people to come alongside you, and like with crutches, when somebody, injures a leg or a foot, you have your crutches, you definitely need someone to come alongside you and help lift you up and guide you along. And so um, in 2021, I lost my dad. He was my biggest supporter. And he would always help me at my pop-ups, and he would help me set up. He would help me sell. He was my number one employee. He would be out front and he'd say, "Okay, ladies, it's like Costco, get it today before it's gone. It's a one and done." And people just loved him. They loved his smile. They loved his personality. Then I lost my dad in 2021 to COVID, and that was hard. I stopped doing pop-ups for almost 3 years. I didn't want to do them anymore. I just lost fire. It's like my fire that I once had turned into a little flame, a little flicker, not even a flame, it was a flicker. And so I'm actually doing a pop-up this month. I'm really excited. I feel like I've got my energy back, my desire back for wanting to continue. After I lost my dad and I didn't want to do pop-ups anymore, I had to look for another way to do business. So I started looking for a web developer. We sat down, had a meeting. I told her what I wanted, what I was looking for. And that's okay if you don't even know what you want or what you're looking for, because she asked me a handful of questions, and she was able to, from that, take that and design something that I was gonna love, that I loved. My colors, from my fonts, everything. She had a lot of good ideas. I had a lot of good ideas, and we just merged those two together and built a website. But what I do want to recommend is that you definitely do your due diligence and make sure that you find somebody with good reviews. You want to look at their past work. Look at the websites, look up the websites that they've created. Make sure it's a functional website. Make sure that it's what you envisioned. But I think the biggest part for me is making sure that your website functions the way it's supposed to. I'm actually at a point right now where I need to tweak my website a little bit. It needs to be redone to a point. I'm not really using my website. I've kind of let it go dormant. One of the reasons why is because I didn't do a lot of marketing in the beginning. I didn't have a marketing budget. I didn't know a lot about marketing. I think that's something that I had skipped over. Even my business coach and I think that's something that we never really got around to talking about, because I had kind of started giving up on doing pop-ups. And so the little bit that we did talk about got me through doing the pop-ups, but to have a whole website and have an online presence, you definitely need a marketing plan. So I would suggest that you get with your web developer and you talk to them about what type of marketing you want. So are you going to pay for Facebook ads? Are you going to have funnels? Are you going to do just capture emails? Are you going to do a blog? Are you going to send mass text messages out? You know, there's so many different AI tools that will do you just schedule your text messages and what you want to say, and the system will send it out when you schedule it. I highly recommend, though, that you definitely talk to your business coach about a marketing strategy. Don't leave that for the last minute. The other thing I want to mention to you, I want to talk to you about is your inventory. Do not spend all of your savings on inventory. You do not need to drain your personal resources to start your business. There's other ways to go about it. And you definitely don't want just a ton of inventory sitting, especially when you've used all your own resources and you don't really have a place to store it. It's sitting in a spare bedroom like mine, or in a garage getting dusty, and the box is getting dusty. So definitely, talk to your coach about when's a good time to buy inventory. I personally think that inventory should be the last thing that you invest in. Wait until your website is almost all the way done. Then you can start figuring out how much of an item do you want to sell. You need to get professional pictures taken. You can actually take the pictures yourself. There's a lot of tools now that you can use. You can even, a lot of times, even use a shadow box in your cell phone. Most cell phones have great cameras on them. You don't need to hire a professional to take photographs in the very beginning, especially when you're just starting out. You can use your phone in most cases, maybe get a light box or a shadow box and ring light, there's just different things you can use without spending a whole lot of money to get started. Funding, the next thing I want to mention, talk to you about is funding. You can do crowdfunding, you can do investment funding, you can take out a small business loan, an SBA loan, low interest loan for small businesses and startups, grants. The government will sometimes offer grants to women-owned businesses, small businesses, minority-owned businesses. You just have to find out what's available in your state or your community and do your research. Hey, Google's an amazing tool. Just, Google it, and I'm sure you'll come up with something. But the key takeaway here is don't spend a lot of your own money, especially in the very beginning. I know there's going to be times when you're going to need to buy maybe like small items, like maybe sticky notes, staples, tape, scissors, little things like that. I would say that's okay. But when you're investing in inventory and in larger items, don't use a lot of your own money. You can even access friends and family to help you in the beginning of your startup. Those are my key takeaways. If you have any questions and you want to reach out to me further, you can reach me at Alaniz_Cristina_78. That's my Instagram handle, and that is spelt ALANIZ_Cristina CRISTINA_78. I can be reached at AlanizCristina058@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook at Cristina Alaniz. That's spelled CRISTINA_ALANIZ like zebra. I look forward to hearing from you. If you just want to ask me anything about myself, or if you have any more questions about beginning a startup, I'd love to answer your questions, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.